Parkinson's disease is one of the fastest growing neurodegenerative diseases in the world today. It affects about 6 to 10 million people worldwide. And because of the aging of the world's population, its incidence and prevalence are only expected to rise. In this video, we'll examine one potential cause of Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is one of the most common neurodegenerative diseases worldwide, being second in prevalence only to Alzheimer's disease. The disease presents with stiffness, tremor at rest, slowness of motion, and balance problems. It is caused by a depletion of dopamine in a part of the brain known as the substantia nigra. The levels of dopamine are decreased in the brain as a result of the destruction of nerve cells that normally produce dopamine. It is this depletion of dopamine, this lack of dopamine, that causes the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Today, it is widely believed that Parkinson's disease is caused by a complex interaction of environmental and genetic factors. And because of that, there are huge differences in the geographical and the genetic prevalence and incidence of the disease. In the United States, for example, Parkinson's disease occurs most frequently in the northeastern and midwestern parts of the country, where the prevalence of Parkinson's disease can be 2 to 10 times as high compared to in the western and southern parts of the country. It has also been found that the incidence of Parkinson's disease is twice as high in whites and Hispanics compared to in blacks and Asians. Several studies have shown that the risk of developing Parkinson's disease is higher in urban areas compared to rural areas. Parkinson's disease has been associated with exposure to herbicides and pesticides and certain types of airborne metals such as manganese and copper and lead. And it is now widely accepted that exposure to paraquat, a herbicide, significantly increases the risk of developing Parkinson's disease. Until now, there was no firm evidence supporting the association of air pollution with Parkinson's disease. But this was confirmed in a study in South Korea, in which the investigators found that the level of nitrogen dioxide in the air was associated with the prevalence of Parkinson's disease. More specifically, they found that the level of nitrogen dioxide above a cutoff level of 0.038 parts per million significantly increased the incidence of Parkinson's disease. Nitrogen dioxide is a gas that is produced by the burning of fossil fuels, fuels that are used for transportation and in industry. What is concerning is that the safe level set by the EPA of nitrogen dioxide in the air was set at a level of 0.1 parts per million, which is approximately 3 times that level. And the annual safe standard set by the EPA was a level of 0.053 parts per million of nitrogen dioxide in the air, which is approximately twice that level. So how do we protect ourselves from nitrogen dioxide? Well, nitrogen dioxide levels are highest on busy highways and freeways. In fact, the level of nitrogen dioxide in traffic can be twice as high as on less traveled roads and rural areas. So we can avoid the use of highways as much as possible and avoid the use of machinery, yard machinery, garden machinery that burns fossil fuels. And we can stay away from industrial areas where the emissions of nitrogen dioxide are high. We can also ensure that there's adequate exhaust ventilation in closed spaces in which we dwell and work. And we can ensure that the flues on wood stoves and on fireplaces are open. On days when the air pollution level is high, we can try to stay inside as much as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, share, and I'd be interested to hear your comments. Leave your comments in the box below. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, stay healthy and stay safe.